and welcome to episode 12 of building my first model railway and my YouTube channel, which is called Chapel Station. Before we get into this episode, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's watched my videos and subscribed. Don't quite know how the analytics work on YouTube, it's all pretty new to me, but episode 10, which was the one before last, seems to have been really popular. And whereas most of my videos only had about 100 views, that's had over 2,000 views and brought with it lots more new subscribers. So welcome to my channel if you're new, and thanks very much for subscribing and for watching. It's really heartening to know that people out there are enjoying my videos and maybe learning from some of my mistakes. So that's brilliant. So thanks very much. I'm now going to hand over to myself and talk about how I'm going to expand what I've already done so far. So now this area is complete and I'm really happy with it, but it's definitely given me the bug for doing the scenic and making it more than just a railway, but an actual model railway with scenery. So initially my plan was just to have sort of the two tracks running around and just have the Chapel Station, but really enjoyed this, got the bug, so I've decided to do a bit of an expansion before I continue with my scenic area. So over this side, whereas I initially just had, in fact initially had one line, and then I decided to do two, and then a single good siding, I've now decided to expand it further and actually make it into a proper industrial area. So I've gone and bought myself a gas holder kit, and I'm going to make it into a gas works. I did think about having sort of an oil refinery, but that would have been too big. So for gas works, I could just have the gas holder, maybe an LPG unloading area here, and then I'll just have an extra siding and maybe just somewhere for the locomotive to park as well and shunt around. And then the plan is to have an office block here, to have a roadway that services it along here and that can go into the office, feed the office block and into the unloading area. And then I'll have probably a level crossing there and then an arch bridgeway into there. And then this bit will be built up with scenery. So that's my plan. So I've got myself a bit more ply. So I'm just mapping out at the moment how it all fits, and it's a bit of a squeeze still because I don't want to come out any further than the edge of this. So this will be infilled and run straight along here and then curve in and join the edge of that there. And then I can scenic this area and transition from the countryside, which I'll just pan around the countryside station, goods yard, the viaduct into a tunnel, and then transition into a lovely industrial area. So that's the plan. So I need to cut this board now, do all the supports, lay the track. So quite a bit to do, but looking forward to it. And then I'll have another whole area I can actually do a load of work on and make a realistic scene. So quite excited about doing this. So I'll give you updates as I go along. So that's the baseboard all constructed, cut and screwed in place, and I've filled some of the gaps as well. I just had some of this spare 9mm ply that had already been painted, so that will help keep it from warping. And then I've got these battens that again I had, so I just used them because I think they're 4cm by 2cm. So I've just done that. I had to cut a little section to fit into this curved bit that I originally cut. And I've got another leg from B&Q, just matches the leg I got over there and provides some extra support, because originally I didn't have any legs this side, I just had brackets underneath just because it's such a short bit. But now the extra piece, and then I put a batten along here and batten them both together. You can see them screwed there. So yeah, it's pretty sturdy and it's not too bad at all. I think I do seem to like curves on the balls for some reason. So I've tried to blend that in over there as well. So the next stage now is to just paint the edge to match the grey that the rest of the boards are painted. And I think I've got still some leftover flat roofing felt that I can put on the top there just to add a sort of a base to start with. And then I can lay the new track sidings on there and get all that working. So I'll carry on working and try and film a few bits as I go along for you. Okay, so I thought I'd give you a quick update. As you can see now, the board is all fixed, painted, and I've also put some felt on the top just to give it a bit of an underlay until it's, until I've got time to scenically, so it doesn't look completely unfinished with the boards. And then I've laid out the track as I want it, and I've also sort of started to map out how the actual area is going to look to make sure it all fits nicely. So the plan is to have a road coming under a bridge here, cross a level crossing, and then you can come around and turn into the gasworks. There'll be an office building here, and I've sort of seen one online, so that's the size of the one I was looking at. There'll be some parking in front of it. The gas holder will be here. Then there'll be some more parking and unloading, and then I'm going to have sort of an LPG unloading and distribution facility here, so I might have room for the lorries to come in and load up and go off. And then I've got the siding here. I might do it a run round, so I'm thinking of maybe putting a point in here if it will fit. And then I've got a sort of loco siding here as well. The issue I've had a bit with these boards I've been messing around with, I didn't catch on film, but is the levels that it goes, as you might be able to see, it starts its gradient almost pretty much where that point is. So you've got the gradient going up there, and then this board, although the board's level, there is a bit of a drop down because of the beginning of the gradient here. So I had a bit of an issue with the points twisting and actually losing connection, especially as ISO frog points. So I had to do quite a bit of effort there in packing, so you can see a bit of cardboard. So I'm just going to have to be very careful when I come to ballast it that it's all working, it's all level. So I've ordered some more corks. I've run out of cork now as well, so I'll probably use the cork to pack it. I did give it a little try earlier, but let's give it another go and see if it works. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will, even though I'm on video. So I'll just bring a loco out from around here. Sorry about the shaky camera work. Trying to hold the camera and film at the same time. So I'll bring my little Bachmann R8 round. Generally a good little runner, so that's quite a good one for a test. Across the points and that. It's quite good speed on the controller, so I'm about, what am I on now? I'm about quarter, if I go up to half. Oh, that's half. That doesn't go too fast, but I'll just stand down there into the tunnel. And then I'll just switch these points across here. And then I think the points are set. Yeah, the points are set, so hopefully come back into the pick up the tankers. Bit of a rough shunting there. So I think they're clipped on. Let's see, try and pull it away. Yeah. Right, fingers crossed these don't all derail as they come out. I haven't actually tried this yet. I'm going to move over just in case it's a bit close to the edge. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, it's working okay at the moment, but I do think I'm going to have to be very careful when I actually come to ballast them in. I'm just making sure they're level, so probably do a bit more work on them when I get the corks just to get it all nice and level. But other than that, the area's all set up now, so I'm pleased with the layout, pleased that's working. I have put an extra power supply in to here, you can see them, camera focus, so that if I'm running it on DCC, therefore I don't need the isolation, so it'd be good to feed some more power into there. And I plan to do that as I work around the board, already add some more power feeds in, so when it's on DCC mode, there's enough voltage through the track. I'm not going to do a whole bus wire, but I'm just going to strategically, probably on each side, place some power feeds I can add in. So that's the update for now. I'm just going to work around now and just work out what I'm going to do just underneath on this, what's going to be the underground eventually. So I'll let you know how I get on. So I've now extended the line that I think it's going to be sort of an underground line. I'm quite keen to actually have maybe a little underground station. So I'll just show you there. That's the board that I've built and extended out. It's all covered and fixed in, and now the line continues round and it's all connected up now and goes underneath this station. here and goes as far as the board. It actually continues under a little way. The only issue I've got is you can see there the actual support is too low. So for trains to be able to pass through there, I would have to actually cut that out. And the same further on, there are 2 or 3 supports underneath the board. And you can see them under there, so I'd have to cut them away as well. So I haven't done that yet. I'm not sure whether I'm just going to end where the buffer stops are there. So just have an underground station under here, which sort of links into the station above. And then just run maybe trains backwards and forwards on a bit of a shuttle maybe. Or whether I'm going to continue right the one underneath and cut away and then try and support, which obviously will take quite a bit of disruption and work. I did have plans of maybe putting a bit of a fiddle yard under there, but as you can see from the top itself, it's not the largest of areas. You know, it's not going to be able to store trains, only probably loco and 1 or 2 carriages, even if I did a full fiddle yard under there. So perhaps I won't do that. I might just leave it as it is, because of the disruption and the work and probably not a lot of gain out of doing it. So that's where I've got to at the moment. This is all fixed in quite nicely. So it'd be quite nice to be able to just build a station there and then run around, and then probably through an archway tunnel entrance there, and then have all the arches and a wall. So I'll get a retaining wall and build it up along there, then have a few arches, then have the road tunnel, and then perhaps some garage arches, sort of railway arches here with some industry in there, and then obviously a tunnel bridge for the train to go under. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment anyway. So I'm quite pleased with that now. It's all tested, all running, all linked in, all wired up. So it's now whether I get on with this area, which I'm quite excited about doing, the industrial area, or whether I go back to continuing sort of the logical bit, which is to do the valley and do that there. The issue I've got there at the moment, and then if anyone's got any ideas about this, the issue I've got is the back scene. As you can see, the back scene goes all the way around with the countryside view, but obviously down here I did try and put some blue sky in all the way here, but that looked odd. So I'm going to have to somehow blend something in here that doesn't look out of place with the back scene above when I put the valley and the road in. So I'm not quite sure what to do with that. So that might be in the too difficult box at the moment. So I may just skip round, do this industrial area first, and then go back to there and then link it up. So yeah, so that's what I've done so far. I'll just finish with a few of my trains running around the track. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see my future videos. And if you've got any thoughts, ideas, comments, then I welcome them. Just put them in the comments section. I do answer all the comments. So yeah, any feedback on my layout or on the videos and what you'd like to see, or what I could do better, then really welcome those. So thanks very much, and enjoy your modelling, and I'll speak to you soon.